Another fucking podcast?
Another fucking podcast.
Another fucking podcast?
Another fucking podcast?
Another fucking podcast, bro.
What the Where are we gonna store it? It better come with some gigabytes.
Welcome to the LiveStreamFailPodcast.
With your host, Bang Martin.
Brought to you by Fuck Your Podcast Productions and Eat Shit Studios. Fuck Your Podcast Productions. Listen to that monster truck. Yeah, baby. Oh shit, it is meant to be. I don't even have to try and edit that shit together. So as you know, it's great with great sadness. My original name for my podcast, which if there was a way that I could be a podcast troll and I bet that has been done. Someone has snatched someone's podcast name out from under them, not because they were using it first, but because they just got better. I guess it's, I know that it happens in like tech and patent shit stuff all the time. No, this isn't. We don't censor on this. We can't censor on this. The censor police they don't have jurisdiction here. So anyway, our amazing name, because other people have connected with us before. Apparently, just not at the right time. When I did it, it was the right time and the best time. And it was another fucking podcast, right? And then the whole intro trailer was, another fucking podcast? Another podcast, dude? Where are we gonna fucking store it, man? So you get the point. Anyway, it's fucking taken. Not once, but like thrice. And 303, it's the magic number. You know it, right? So anyway, I couldn't be number 4. Cuatro. 1, 2, 3, 4. I always got to count it up, man. Like, I don't want to get it wrong. Because especially around here, you go and get some, like, legit tacos. You know what kind of tacos I'm talking about. Not Taco Bell. Taco Bell tacos are amazing, by the way. And they're allegedly questionable percentage of meat, which is debatable. But around here, you get these tacos. And if you fuck up, you get the wrong amount, right? You say, no one really gets the first 3, 1, 2, 3 wrong, I don't think. But maybe 5 and 4, right? Oh, I said that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 4 and 5. But again, you fuck up around here, you get the wrong amount, and you don't realize that these are smaller tacos, like even slightly smaller than a Taco Bell. They are of different quality. I don't want to say better, because at 2 in the morning, most places are closed. But good old faithful, the TB, who we're going to have the CEO of Taco Bell on the podcast at some point, and hopefully a sponsor. And then, yes, I'll come out and say, look, guys, Taco Bell is a sponsor. But this is the thing. They know that just like they make, you are what you eat, and they make you shit, we're going to talk lots of shit about them. And they're going to be okay with that. Whoever owns Taco Bell or PR, CR, whatever you're calling yourselves these days, whatever you feel like, please just reach out. So you probably asking, hey, yeah, we have already heard about this podcast name that you've been talking about. So what's the new one, right? And so I'm going to try and throw it down here, right? This is the first recording of this ever. Now, if this is fucking taken, God dang it. I got to go with the dang it. I know someone's going to yell at me and say it's the same thing, but I do it for my boy, Agent K. If you're listening out there in some safe room somewhere in an undercover assignment, just know I do it for you, brother. But here we go, right? Quote, first time you've ever heard it. Patent, trademark, copyright, plus every other idea of how to take some idea and make it your own so that no one else can have it, because it's mine. That's not the name of this, by the way, but that's a work. That could be something. Patent, trademark, copyright. So it's going to be the LiveStreamFailPodcast, the LSFP, brought to you by Fuck Your Podcast Productions and Eat Shit Studios. It's a total ripoff of those dudes doing the damn they do this monster truck, every other monster truck. It's on YouTube. Someone will magically, it's gonna look. Now that you're listening to this, you're going to see every video I've ever watched pop up. And trust me, get ready for some deep, dark, dirty FGTV and Taylor Swift songs, bro. I got way too many kids, way too many wife. Um, my iPod, if you want to call it that anymore, I'm not even sure where my music is these days, is just an embarrassing. I'm not sure what's more embarrassing, that I have to, pretend like, oh, these are my wife and kids songs, or that I have to hide the fact that I got all these lyrics on lock. So, unquote, that's what we're going with. The Live Stream Fail Podcast, LSFP. Brought to you by Fuck Your Podcast Productions and Eat Shit Studios. Rah, 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 rah. Where are we gonna fucking store it, bro? I can't lose it. You know when you come up with something and the idea, it's not very good, right? But it was the first thing, and alliteration's a bitch, right? You come up with something that's, um, I don't know. I keep going back to Sally sells seashells by the seashore, but like some alliteration where someone else has definitely come up with it before. It's like creating a word. Um, I don't think it was with onomatopoeia. Some word I was using the other day. I was like, wait a minute, am I creating a word right now? Listen to this. Fuck Your Podcast Productions. Listen to that monster truck. Yeah, baby. Oh shit, it is meant to be. I don't even have to try and edit that shit together. Live stream fail podcast! Exclamation point. And we read it like it is here, folks. Folks, fuck your podcast productions and eat shoot shit studio presents. Oh, another fucking podcast. Yeah, I guess we can still put that in there. All right, I got to get in, man. I'm supposed to be meditating right now. Listen to that. We also got Toyota Priuses back here. You can't even hear them. You can't tell, but I actually live on the I-5. What's the big one? I should know. I live on it. Literally, I can look over that curtain here, the edge. It's the brick wall. What is a wall anyway? Does it have feelings? I can look over and I can see it's I-5, the big one, the parking lot. You know, the one that's like, think 160 lanes. It's the one that Elon's got 7 tunnels under, which we're going to talk about. He's going to be on the podcast. I did figure out the landing strip. They said that since nothing, nothing moves on the I-5, the car is a parking lot, that you can just fly your plane right in there, land wherever you want, right on top of the cars. And then I'll help you out. Whatever you call that. Oh shit. I want to say this just because I love Eminem. Not like that. I mean, I don't know if the interview is true, his confession on the interview, maybe we can talk, but it's not like that. It's like, I like you, bro. I like you too, like the Dave Chappelle thing, where it's like, I forget what he says. I want to work. You want to work out? I want to work out, or we go build something. This all total stuff that, like, man, if that's what it is, I'm down. What he says, I'll give you one underdog. Underdog, and yeah, they're gonna spit hot fire at me right now. They're gonna dial on me. But what I'm saying is this: I'll give you one underdog, and then you go. All right, maybe I can fast forward all it takes here. I'll give you one underdog, then you gonna have to. Then you go. This isn't good for my rap career. I'll give you. Maybe it would help if I had the lyrics. I'm going off of my memory, which at this point is like an MC Escher. That is my favorite MC. Word to Weird Al and Chameleonaire. I'm so glad Chameleonaire just he was. I mean, maybe he wasn't. It seemed like it was a much less hostile situation than the Coolio Gangster's Paradise incident. You know what I'm talking about. I know that wound is still fresh. As I walk through the field where I harvest my grain, I take a look at my wife and realize she's very plain, right? Bam, bam. Bam, psh, bam, psh. We'll get the music overlaid in this because like I said, I'm a drummer. All I got is the drums for you. Bam, bam, bam. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Not something like that. Cause I've been messing the brains for so long that even the mama thinks that my mind is gone. Cause I'm a man of the land and oh yeah, jumping back into that was the mashup. Someone's already done that on YouTube. I guarantee it. Just like Allstate stand, right? What do they say? Who does? I was trying to talk to my wife about that. We're gonna have that guy. All I need to say is you're in good hands. That's Allstate stands, and you'll know I know that guy. You probably didn't know that guy was. It'll come to me. Major League. He played. Serrano. Up your butt, Joe Boo. Right? And he's like, nobody touches Joe Boo's wine. Joe Boo's he gives him something like it's they're praying before the it's so good, man. You gotta go back and watch that. The subtleties. Everyone in that movie, with the exception of someone, I'm gonna call someone out because you were just a piece of shit. But come on, man. That was so good. But he goes, up here. It's that white guy, right? Yeah. He's like the Christian dude. Yeah. They want to do, alright, check it. They want to do, yeah, they're going out before the game. So they're doing the big speech. And he says, Coach, should we say a word for the good Lord or something like that? And everyone's like, ah, shit. No one wants to do it. And Serrano, he practices, I think it's like witchcraft or something. Cause he's got one of those dolls, right? That you break the, like it's not a Chucky doll, but you break the legs and like the person's supposed to break the voodoo doll. The voodoo doll. I knew that. So anyway, I'm trying to tell you this guy's gonna be on the podcast, okay? You don't know his name. He doesn't even know his name. That's why he plays in so many movies. So, and is now the Allstate man. But in the movie, the guy says, "Up your butt." It's not even the guy. My cousin, right? My cousin, he had like this memory for just shit that would annoy you that he knew, right? So like, you're watching a movie. I'm just gonna make up a movie that's gonna. All right, I'll give you the plot too. I'm gonna get off on a tangent. I just want to tell you, my cousin, he was that annoying guy that like. So there's a movie with Tom Cruise and Tom Berenger. I think we gotta make it soon. Tommy Boy's getting up there, man. I love Tom Berenger. Shit, no, Tom Berenger. No, he wasn't in in Major League. He was the dad in I like this movie, Killers, right? The Killers with Ashton Kutcher. Oh, you guys are like, my mom just unsubscribed. This is my only sure thing my dad was on this. I'm fucked. Guys, I can't monetize this thing anymore. Mom and dad, I might have you did this to yourself. I'm moving in. I'm moving in, and I can eat a little more. You remember how every parent's like, this fucking. Uh, I'll put subtitles on here because I had the goofy filter on. Uh, I'm sorry, and I'm not computer savvy enough to know how to undo the goofy filter. So, ooh, all right, guys. So you probably want to know what my cousin does. What he does is there's this movie that I'm just gonna make it up, right? Tom Cruise, Tom Berenger, and Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck is the guy that's in Major League, and I think we can all agree that Tom Selleck is they broke the mold when they made that. All right, so you got all these Toms, right? Everyone knows these Toms, and then my cousin would say, "Man, I'll hit you with one. This one's too good. You guys all know this guy, so I can't use it. So I'll give him to you after this. I love a good. Oh yeah, who's the guy from Contact that no one knows his name? You guys don't need. No one. He again, right? Um, who's the guy? Shit. I'm gonna have to IMDb this. I don't want to do this though. All right, but for the sake of you all sending me all of the pleasurable hate mail that no one reads here, we said go fuck yourself at automatopoeia.com. That is a 24-hour human monitored inbox, and any large attachments, please also send there as well. Okay, what's a guy from? Oh yeah, that is a good one. Because you guys might know, it's like there is a Contact fan club out there going crazy. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? You don't know. They don't even curse. But I gotcha here. Yeah. We'll run down the list here. Jodie Foster. Oh, Jenna Malone. Let me see here. Yeah, man. I used to love Jenna Malone. Was she from? But this is like a weird thing, right? We were the same age. Donnie Darko, that's right. I doubt we were the same age. 35. Yeah. She's 1 year. Ooh, man, look who's got the younger girl here. Yeah, so when I look down here, I think she was in that the Seal movie. She probably won a Golden Globe here, someone for something. She was nominated. Best Actress. Oh, that's right. She was in that Stepmom, and she played a super bitch. And I grew up with sisters, so I know. I don't know. I feel like she was in the Seal movie, but someone will correct that. Contact. Here we go. Back on track. Back on the choo-choo track. Jodie Foster. Yeah. I was with her, and then she fell off for me. But still love Jodie Foster. Matty McConaughey. We're gonna have Matty boy on. Matty's gonna be on because I think he's a Zen master. He's got it figured out. If he's hung out with Snoop a Loop, man. All right, okay, here we go. Back to it, right? The three Toms are in this movie. I forgot Rob Lowe is in this movie. Jake Busey, you son of a bitch. I don't know how you do it, but you have really made it hard to like you. You just play such a great villain. Oh no, I'm sorry, dude. I gotta take this back. And it was Frighteners. You scared the shit out of me. But it was Starship Troopers where you won my heart. I do. I take everything that I just said back. You're a great actor, and you are great at playing villains. You were great at playing villains, and also that role in Starship Troopers. I love that movie. I love the co-ed shower scene. And if you're like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? What is co-ed? Just like Forrest Gump, right? It was co-ed, and you're like, what? That's a thing? Yeah. So they had and they showed you that. That was definitely the ultimate recruiting video to get you to absolute certain death, right? They glamorized in this movie. I'm talking about Starship Troopers here. They glamorized how quick you were going to die, but you got to go squash the bugs. And all right, here we go. So we're in this movie with the three Toms: Tom Cruise, Tom Selleck, and Tom Berenger. They're all trapped in a panic room, and they have to come together and solve a Rubik's Cube. Okay, it's not really a horror movie, but here's the thing. These guys have played, well, maybe Tom Cruise. I don't know that, have these guys ever played, like, rock solid, smart dudes? Because I feel like they've all been, like, meatheads, except for Tom Cruise, who has played in Mission Impossible. So that's how he'd played the superstar for so long. Finally, he started catching on. He knew that there was going to be a movie about a panic room with a Rubik's Cube that they were going to have to solve. So he's the brains. Tom Selleck's the mustache. And then Tom Selleck, man, he's the cool talking dude who gets the girl. He gets the girl because Rene Russo's on the other side of the glass. They don't know it, but he's trying to get to her to save her life. But she's actually inside the Rubik's Cube. Okay, I want to tell you all this to tell you that my cousin would say, Oh, oh, um, oh shit! Are the Toms the three sides of the cube? I think they are, and they're all inside Renee Zellweger. She's the cube. Okay, so it's called Tom's Cube Square something. It doesn't matter. But we're talking about it right at a party. This new movie that I'm a part of. Right, I wrote the screenplay obviously for this. So whoever wants to make this movie, please contact well, I have to give you you'll figure out how to get a hold of us, like my people, your people. My cousin would say, I love a good William Fichtner movie. Okay. And by now, if you guys, I've lost mom and dad. Not sure if my kids have to listen to this. It's actually their required listening for the day. And so I know that they're still on with this. So if you're like, who the fuck is William Fichtner? I will just tell you this. You have seen him in everything. He is a chameleon. Let me see what we call him back home. Yep, we call him Bill. Says Bill was born. So we're gonna have Bill on the podcast to talk about this. Oh man, yeah, we have something in common. His father must be Air Force or something. There we go. We're connecting. We're jiving. Look at this. 6 Degrees of Sam Harris. That's on a different podcast, but somehow we're gonna use their framework. Okay. I love a good William Fichtner movie. And you're like, who the fuck is William Fichtner? The one case I'll allow my kids to use the fuck word, and it's because of this, right? It was William Fichtner. He wasn't even in that movie. And yeah, he was. He was the cube the whole time, right? Ah, man. He would always throw that. And then he would throw Brian Dennehy. Brian Dennehy is the guy from, I think I'm getting this right, but we get him mixed up. He's the guy from Tommy Boy. But he looks exactly like the guy from that movie with Robert Downey Jr. So, you guys, this is what it is this podcast doubles as a mind exercise because your brain is constantly, what the fuck? Wait, yeah. Oh yeah, and it's on the tip of your tongue. And then by the time you think we're gonna say Brian, actually, I'll think of this guy's name. Brian Dennehy looks exactly like, you get him confused with the other bald guy who was in the movie. Brain and working out. That's a good thing. Your brain is a muscle you need to train, and this podcast helps you do it. Obviously in subjects that matter. Okay, I'll get ahead inside. So moving inside now. All right. Oh man, that was a long time. I told my dad, dude, hey, give me 5 minutes, right? It's a Marty 5, the M5, just like my it's what I'm gonna meet up with Elon. He's bringing his G6, G8, G9. Can't remember. He corrected me. He corrected me. He was like, yeah, add another zero to that, brother. So I don't even never watched wrestling before. Um, yeah, yeah, that's funny. So William Fichtner, right? Ryan Dennehy, and this guy was in the movie with Johnny Depp. I'm doing my brain crunches. Lift. Brian Dennehy, bald guy. No, balding. White hair. Very white hair in the movie. Robert Downey Jr. It's going to be on the podcast. We're going to have Robert. RJR, whatever we call him for short. Just like we call William Fichtner Bill. Okay, fuck. I lost it. It's Robert Downey Jr. starring, love Holly Hunter. That she's got this. She must have. What is her name? Holly. She's the mom in Incredibles. Love her. Ever since I was a kid. I don't know what it goes back to. Holly. It's not Holly Hunter. It can't be it. That's just too. That's too perfect. Holly Hunter. Holly Taco Bell tacos. I don't know that I ever finished the thought on that, but you got to get the cuatro cinco right because the tacos out here are small, and if you fuck up, you get the wrong. You're like, what, cinco? No, I'm pretty sure I said cuatro. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Exactly. See, I just got it wrong. That's why I got to count it all in my head every time. It's just like left and right, man. I know that I have a left and a right hand, and if you ask me which one is which, I can tell you. But if you ask me directions, you can guarantee I'm going to tell you. When I mean that I want you to go right, I'm going to point left. No, I don't. It's not that I point left. I say left. I think in every instance I say left is the default answer. It's my brain in a pattern, just like, look, you're probably going to make 50% of the assholes go away. Directions? Yes, left. Okay. Brian Dennehy. All right. Danny Coulier. I'm going to go in here and ask my dad. He'll know. And where the heart is? No. Hope falls, hope returns. Hey, Dad. Question. Who is the guy that looks just like, oh, is that my wife? Babe. Great. Wife's in here. Brain. The thing is, my wife should have traps, the muscles that hold your head on your body. The size of, they should just, you have one on each side. They would just be miniature Arnold Schwarzeneggers. If there was a way to have the right size Arnold Schwarzenegger on each side, but the idea is her head is massive. Okay, question. Who is the guy from the movie with is the girl's name Holly Hunter that I like with the voice? And then Dustin Hoffman. That's another movie. No, Robert Downey Jr. And then there's the old guy that looks like Brian Dennehy. We always get him. He passed away. I think his name is Brian. Bill.
Brian Cox?
No, Brian Cox is alive. He was just in Super Troopers too. I love that. I liked him. I didn't like him in the X-Men movies. He was a bad guy.
But it's a Robert Downey Jr. movie?
Older Robert Downey Jr. He plays the gay brother that comes home, and he and Holly have a heart-to-heart. They're just, it's a really good movie. Home Where the Heart Is. No. Home for the Holidays? 13 again? Whatever that one. 13, the Jamie. Me? Yeah. I gotta grab my cup.
I'm gonna get a haircut.
The great Brian Cooley. No. Bill Cooley. I worked with the Bill. Nice guy. I was thinking about him the other day. And a test we were taking. We were thinking of the Bell LaPadula model. If anyone knows what that is. Shout out to the late Sean Harris, security extraordinaire.
What's the lady's name?
Sean Harris, S-H-O-N. Oh, Holly Hunter. Oh, Dad's got the net up. Holly Hunter. Yeah, we should watch this. Let me just fast forward to the parts that she's in. My favorite. She's going to be on the podcast. We're going to talk about the name of this guy that we can't remember. It's another podcast. I put you on this podcast. The Firm? Oh, she was? I'm going to have to watch that.
She was just second.
Ooh, that's all right. Someone's got to clip it.
There's
Net worth. Let's hit that. Oh, this is regular coffee. I got to put stevia in it. Hey, now go to
Net worth?
No, I was just kidding. We don't need to know how much money she's gonna share with donate to the podcast. We don't need to make any judgments about how much money she's obviously gonna want to donate after the viral amount that she'll make from this. Okay. Holly Hunter was in Robert Downey Jr. with Brian Dennehy, and he was in that movie. Dennehy was in this other one. Hey, Dad, did you get that one? There's a guy, Brian Dennehy, and I said he was in this movie. Dennehy was in this other one. I got a chuckle out of Pops, man. That's always a win. Big W. Okay, Brian Dennehy. Dad, don't tell me, okay? When you find it. Please don't tell me. Zero sugar, I'll go with that one. Hope Floats. No, Hope Where the Heart Is. I think it's Home for the Holidays, really. But I feel like it's Hope for the Holidays. Like it's a play on her name. Oh, sweetie. Don't tell me, Dad, when you find it. But, wow. I haven't put creamer in my coffee in a little while. I'll put a little extra today. No, I don't have any, I couldn't find any more coffee. Which one? I didn't see it in there. Maybe I just missed it. Maybe I thought it was something else. Yeah, don't tell me. Hold on. So, it confirmed for me it is not Brian Dennehy. Okay. Now, you know who Brian Dennehy is. Okay. Now, hold on. Don't FX, right? That's what I remember. He was also the dad in Tommy Boy. Okay.
He was also in,
Mm.
he's talking about Charles.
Dad, you just messed me up, man. Charles Durning.
You don't know the name of the movie?
Charles Durning. It's Hope Floats, Where the Heart Is. Home for the Holidays. Is it Home for the Holidays? Yeah. It's one of those, right? It's all the same. They're all the same movie. But yeah, so Brian Dennehy and Charles Durning look exactly the same. So my point in all this was that, hey, don't me.
Well, they don't look at
Come on, man. They are. If you saw them in a lineup, you would be. It's both 1 and 2, right? For the distance they put you in a lineup. I've only been on one side of the glass. I'll tell a story later about which side.
You were in the lineup.
I didn't say that I was in the lineup. But if you had Charles Durning and Brian Dennehy in a lineup, you would say, we're going to need to take both of you into questioning. For further questioning. Both of you, sir.
Well, maybe it's because Durning was a bit older. Maybe that's why they don't.
Are you kidding me? Now we're going to have to bleep that out. We're not allowed to say that on here. Mickey. Bleep. You got to pay them. What did we get hit with? They said $600 every time you say Goofy. And Goofy's not very high up on the. Yeah. I can only imagine what we're going to get hit with. 3 instances of an M-bomb, as they call it. The big censorship M-bomb. I don't know. I got to go check it out. All right.
Thank you for listening to Bang Martin's Patty Pad. Hit that like button, and subscribe, if you want to hear more from yo boy.